Activism has always existed, particularly in the US, where the right to protest and free speech are considered inalienable. Of course, police are also tasked with keeping the peace in situations where activism might get out of hand. But what happens when the police themselves get out of hand? Even with the benefit of bodycam footage, it's sometimes difficult to tell who's on the right side of the situation when police and activists clash. The following videos illustrate several such cases. A deadly encounter. 2023 has been marked by a series of protests and clashes with Atlanta police over a public safety training site opponents have dubbed Cop City. Activists claim that the training facility will only serve to further militarize the police, and they'd rather retain the large park that currently sits on the site. One of the many tactics the protesters have adopted is constructing a tent city on the site in the hopes that its occupancy might deter the operation. However, several times multiple law enforcement agencies have gone in to clear the area of these illegal habitats. On January 18th of 2023, one such operation turned deadly. Upon entering the forest, the police encounter a number of tents, all of which seem to be abandoned. The commanding officer directs the team to search for anything that could be used to cause injury, including weapons, gasoline, and clubs.
Copy. So they're abandoned property. Can you go ahead, ensure there's nothing inside, and then dismantle them as you see that?
Copy.
A bunch of stuff in there.
Gasoline, anything that can be used to hurt.
Shortly after 9 a.m., the police hear a hail of gunfire coming from what seems like just a few hundred yards away. Dozens of shots are fired, followed by the sounds of officers in the distance yelling commands. The police order everyone to turn on their body cams and begin making their way towards the scene of the shooting. At this point, the cops aren't entirely sure if what they just heard was fireworks or actual gunfire, but they need to proceed with as much caution as possible.
Somebody guard those machines. There's a tent right up here. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Is this target practice?
Hey, watch crossfire, guys.
Crossfire, watch the crossfire. Stay on line. Stay on line.
Can you advise firework or somebody shooting at us?
After several minutes, a voice comes over the radio telling everyone to hold because one of the officers has been injured. On the other side of the forest, Georgia state troopers had gotten into a shootout with 26-year-old Manuel Esteban Paez Terran, who'd been camping in a tent on the property. According to the police, Terran failed to follow verbal commands and had brandished a firearm, wounding one of the troopers in the groin. Because Georgia state troopers don't wear body cams, no actual footage of this incident exists. However, we do know that Terran, known by his activist name, Tortuguita, was killed after being hit at least 12 or 13 times.
Alright, all units hold the air. Who was with the officer who was injured?
6238.
What agency is that?
GSC SWAT.
Copy. Is the officer, can you give us the status?
I knew it was gunshots. They said fireworks. And I was like, it sounded like fireworks. Yeah, no, they were turning it up. You jinxed us.
Shortly after the shooting incident, the Atlanta police officers come across the tent. The video claims that the tent in question belongs to the shooting victim. This is not necessarily true, though. As the shooting had already taken place, this is likely just another tent discovered in the vicinity. But wary from the recent events and unable to determine if the tent is occupied or not, they decide to fire pepper balls into it. After they don't detect any coughing, they decide to approach, only to find it empty.
I got eyes. Somebody in there? Negative. open on this side. Okay. You got eyes on this side, sir.
Atlanta Police! We have a non-lethal agent. Will be administered into the tent if you don't come out with your hands up. Again, this is Atlanta Police Department with a less lethal agent that will be administered into the tent if you do not come out with your hands up.
We're now at 9 rounds of...
You got count, Sarge?
15.
Chicken Man gets the cuffs. Whoever was at fault, it's fair to say that the death of Tortuguita is a tragedy that should never have happened. However, there are situations in which cops and protesters clash, and the outcome is more humorous than anything else. Such was the case on February 11th, when Miami police encountered a series of protesters from an organization opposed to Miami Commissioner George Corralo. The group was protesting him, a former Miami mayor who had been arrested for domestic battery, and his presence at a new dog and cat walkway unveiling by dressing up like chickens and handing out wife beaters. The footage begins with police talking to protesters about their behavior, but they don't really have much of an argument. They basically tell them that they're being disruptive and that they need to go somewhere else. They also tell protesters that they cannot hand out the wife beaters bearing the former mayor's face. They also tell one of the protesters to get the people dressed like chickens and move them to a different area of the park.
You're disruptive, right? You gotta get off the park. You're not permitted to be doing that. You can't be disruptive in here. So you're not permitted to be doing that. You don't. To be disruptive. We're watching you guys. We're watching what you guys are doing.
What are we doing? We're not yelling. We're not playing anything. They're just holding a sign. It's a risque sign.
Don't tell me what I'm saying. They're making little chicken club noises, dancing, putting their butt near people here. They're being disruptive.
It's called freedom of speech.
No, not freedom. No. But you can not back yourself up dancing into people that you don't even know. No. They are. No, I know you're not. You're not dressed up. Right? So I'm just letting you know, though. Just have them outside over there. You guys can do what you want over there, but not here. That's fair enough. That's as easy as
what if they behave and they don't make the
They're
chicken
not behaving.
noises?
No, that's already done.
That chance is already gone.
That chance is already gone. All you have to do is just stand there.
So we don't get a warning?
No, there's no warning. This is the last. That's done. Yeah, just go stand over there.
At this point, the police speak to one of the individuals dressed like a chicken and holding a sign. They tell him that he needs to enter a different area of the park, and he and the other protesters comply. The officer then accuses the protesters of obstructing the scene and commands them yet again to walk away.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So are you refusing to leave? I'm not refusing to leave.
Okay, listen. You're gonna follow me. All right? This is the way we're gonna do it, because we're not trying to ruin your day. But you gotta understand, it's not gonna happen.
Go
in front of me. You too. Come on.
What? Me what?
You're with them. You know, I never said anything.
Can
Go
I
with
get one of
them.
the doggies?
No. Go this way. Listen, just go this way. Very simple. Walk that way. Walk that way. I'm gonna give you 2 commands to go that way. But you're obstructing my scene right now, and I will arrest you. Get out of here.
Why are you guys
That way.
arresting him?
Listen to me. Go that way. He doesn't listen. Failure to obey. You need to go that way. All right? And we don't.
As the officer approaches the main area, one of the chicken men is already being handcuffed for attempting to re-enter the area for handing out shirts. They tell the man, who's later identified as 31-year-old Margan Gianola, that he should have listened to their instructions. As they walk to the car, Gianola tells the police that he cannot breathe in his mask, so they remove the mask while searching him. The 2 men argue over the merits of the arrest for several minutes, helping him out of his costume so that he can better fit into the squad car. Gianola was charged with resisting an officer without warning, trespass after warning, and disorderly conduct, but all charges were eventually dropped.
Legitimately, why are you doing this to me?
If you follow us to my vehicle, I will put you in the back of it. Letting you know right now.
I'm being serious. Can you please talk to me like a human being?
Yeah, we are gonna talk to you. You have to listen. Don't tense up.
I can't breathe.
Do not tense up.
I can't breathe.
Do not tense up.
I mean, I can tell you what's in my pockets.
Well, he's gonna get it anyways. Doesn't matter. Hey,
I mean, is this not an illegal search?
It's not illegal. No. The thing is, when we put you back in the vehicle, we have to check you, make sure you have any weapons or anything on you. Okay? That's the reason why. It's our safety. It's very simple. It's protocol.
You guys have guns. I don't have guns.
Doesn't matter.
Why are you afraid of me? I'm afraid of you. Okay, and can I ask, why are you guys doing this to me?
Because you don't listen. You're causing disturbance.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you don't have
I was
permit.
in a
You don't have
public
permit.
park.
You don't have a permit.
It's a public park.
Is there an event going? We're just taking off this, bro. Very simple. Hold on.
Unexpected tensions. Not every altercation between police and activists happen at a rally or protest. After all, activists don't drop their firm beliefs simply because they aren't currently holding a sign. This can lead to some very contentious and often unexpected situations. On September 11th of 2022, a Chattanooga police officer pulled over a car with a faulty headlight. Inside that car was City Council candidate and activist Mary Mott. The officer, to her credit, is extremely polite, while Mott is immediately combative, claiming that a broken headlight is no reason to be pulled over. She then claims that the officer made an illegal U-turn and was merely attempting to harass her. Mott claims that having a headlight out is not a crime, while the cop assures her that it is. The conversation quickly turns to accusations of racial profiling, of which the state of Tennessee, unfortunately, has a long and dark history.
Hello. I'm Officer calling the Chattanooga Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is your passenger headlight is out.
Okay. That's not a reason to pull me over.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on you?
Ma'am, you just did an illegal U-turn to come over here and harass me.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on it, please?
I have my driver's license.
Okay. I need your registration, proof of insurance, please.
Ma'am, I'll give you my driver's license, but you don't need nothing else from me, because I'm not giving you nothing else, because there's no reason for you to pull me, because I have not committed a crime.
Yes, ma'am, you have. I need your registration.
I have not committed a crime because that's not a crime that my headlight is out.
Yes, ma'am, it's a traffic violation.
That's not a headlight if it went out while I'm driving. That's not a crime.
I need your registration and your proof of insurance, please.
That's not a crime, ma'am. What you're doing is you're harassing a black woman.
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, I have insurance.
Okay.
Are you asking me that because I'm black?
No, ma'am.
You're asking me that because I'm black?
No,
yes,
ma'am.
You are.
Everyone in this state has to have insurance and
ma'am,
proof of it.
that went out while I was driving. I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm not doing nothing illegal. You're harassing me.
Is this your vehicle?
Is this my vehicle? Yes, this is my vehicle.
Okay, just sit tight for me, okay?
Mott becomes even more enraged to see the police officer's partner has approached the passenger side door without identifying himself. Mott becomes very upset at the officer's questions, which she believes to be racially motivated. The policemen maintain their story throughout the encounter, but Mary continues to question their motivations. At this point, she reveals that she's a community activist and begins to list a series of facts about her community's history with the police.
This is my vehicle. Why would you ask somebody that? And who are you? Why you pulled up over here and haven't even identified yourself? I don't even know you.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
No, because I look over here and I don't even know you're a stranger. You haven't even identified yourself.
I am Officer Monroe with Chattanooga Police. I was come back up my partner just to make sure she was okay.
You need to identify yourself. That's part of your
Well, you were in the middle of a conversation, so how was I going to go ahead and be rude?
I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're going to harm me or nothing else.
I'm not here to harm you, ma'am. I've done nothing
Y'all
rude or
pulling
anything
black
like that.
people over for my headlight going out while I'm driving, and she literally did an illegal U-turn so y'all could come follow me in a black community. Y'all white cops in a black community. Y'all harassing me.
We're not harassing you, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure you are. I'm pretty sure you are. That's my registration.
The only reason she asked, have you never borrowed your friend's car or anything like that?
Why would you ask a black person? You wouldn't ask nobody white if they own the car.
We asked everybody.
To come follow behind me.
Mary?
It's not Mary, it's Marie.
Marie, I apologize, okay? Marie, like I said, I'm Officer Monroy. I have not raised my voice at you at all. I've been very calm.
I'm tired of being harassed in my own neighborhood. I don't know y'all, never seen you patrolling in this community. I've lived here for over 30 years of my life, okay? So you might be new to this community, I don't know you.
You've got a lot of facts. Do you look those up?
I got a lot of facts because I'm a community activist, and I see this is the kind of stuff that happens in the black community all the time. One cop pulls us over, 5 cops will pull us. This doesn't happen.
Since you're an activist, do you understand that usually traffic stops for police officers are the most dangerous because we don't know who we're pulling over?
It's not the most dangerous.
It is a lot.
Y'all beat the shit out of a lot of people.
No, we do not.
You don't know Chattanooga history like I do.
At this point, another officer arrives and asks Mott for her phone number, which she provides. The first cop asks Mott to step out of the vehicle because she's failed to provide proof of registration and insurance. Mott shows the cop her license plate to prove that her registration is current. Though Mott is not arrested, she's flagged for not providing insurance, but these charges would later be dropped. While not dangerous per se, the footage shows just how contentious things can get when cops and activists meet, even during a routine traffic stop.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get your phone number real quick?
What?
For documentation.
Documentation for what? What have I done? I'm asking what have I done? What are y'all getting ready to do? Why do you need my information?
We like to have information of everybody that we step out with.
Improper display of plates. What is that? What are you talking about, man? Can I step out the vehicle? Just me for that. The hell? Here. Because you're not going to cite me for that.
Your tag order that
Ma'am, that says 23 right here. It says 23. What the talking about? That says 23. Okay. 0523. So please take that off.
If you would.
I'm not, ma'am, you need to take that charge off because it says 0523 right there.
It also blocks the state and your county.
Do you see how you have to pull it back though for you to see?
If you would, sign, like I said, it's not admission of guilt.
Bro, I need a call from every last one of y'all out here. I promise you.
Here you are. Just try and get your headlight fixed and get that tag order off. Get you and just show up with your insurance, okay?
I got insurance. I already told you that.
Well, you have to have proof of insurance with you.
I have it with me.
Well, I asked for it multiple times. You told me you wouldn't show it to me. In my system, it states insurance unconfirmed. So if you'd like to show it, you can show proof of insurance.
Open carry controversy. Perhaps one of the most controversial rights provided to the United States citizens is the right to bear arms. Due to the nation's troubled past with violent crimes and mass shootings, states and municipalities across the US have been looking for new ways to control how and when citizens are allowed to carry guns. In the meantime, police officers often end up in tense situations with armed men and women whose intentions are often unclear. Such a situation occurred on May 23, 2022 in Cleveland, Ohio, when police encountered a young activist named Antoine Tolbert. The leader of a group called New Era Cleveland, Tolbert does armed community patrols in his neighborhood. It's important to note that it's legal to openly carry firearms in Ohio. In the conversation with his dispatcher, Officer Lance Henderson states that he finds it odd that Tolbert got out of his car with a shotgun and sidearm and is merely walking down the street with it. The cops first follow Tolbert before finally getting out of the car to flag him down.
Yeah, 8279, this guy stated that this male is carrying a shotgun. He also has a sidearm on him. He's just found it weird that he got out of the car with a shotgun and is walking down the street with it. This citizen that flagged me down, I don't know if he's a deputy or not, radio, just let you know. But it looks like he's going to be in the southwest portion of the plaza over here, somewhere in the corner.
Green sweatpants, black hoodie. He does have body armor on, headband, white headband. Yeah, he's holding a shotgun down low, 9mm in a green holster on his leg.
What's your car number? 9.
Send them through the radio. All cars before we approach, make sure we try to get everybody else out of the way.
There's a nice car we're on Larry. I'm sorry, we're on St. Larry.
You guys want to go with maybe?
The interactions start with the cops identifying themselves and asking Tolbert to stop. He states that they've received multiple calls regarding a man walking down the street with a rifle. From the released body cam footage, it seems that Mr. Tolbert does not want to engage with the officers and instead attempts to speak to them from roughly half a block away. This causes confusion as none of the men involved can really hear what's being said. Stating that he's aware of his Second Amendment rights, Tolbert refuses to drop his weapons.
Please stop for a moment, please. We have multiple calls for a male walking down the street with a rifle. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
Somebody need to shut up the gas station up the hill. Go find out who shot the people. We're working on that right now.
We've been working all day.
This guy's refusing to talk to us.
We would like to, so you don't have this altercation any further. I get that, but I'm just asking you.
The cops debate the merits of confronting the man, but seem unsure what the proper protocol is. One of the officers again drives up to Tolbert to tell him that he's not legally open carrying because the weapon is at the ready and not slung on his shoulder. At this point, there's multiple cops engaging Mr. Tolbert and attempting to get him to put the weapon down. One of the officers claims to know Tolbert, stating that he runs a class that promotes gun rights among African Americans in the area.
Between 9-5 and 9-3 on St. Clair, still walking.
St. Clair still walking. Radio choppers up, send them, please.
Hey, 8923, I'm gonna go block traffic, coming eastbound.
Again, sir, with that shotgun not being slung and you having your hand on the pistol grip, it's not really open carry right now. It is not. You have it at ready. You have it at a low ready right now, sir. Please. Can we talk to you about that?
1822.
Sir, you have your finger outside the trigger guard, not slung on a sling. You are brandishing a firearm.
At 93 right now.
I understand that, but you're not open carrying correctly. How well do you know him?
What was it? He knows him pretty well. He runs a class.
He runs a class?
He runs a class.
He runs
Like what class?
It's not a class, it's like an organization for black guys, black people to come together, protect their own community, for them to know their rights that they can carry guns. It's basically what it is. It was like a community.
Little different when it's not slung and your hands on, yeah. And the body armor still.
So he does run a class.
At this point, more cops show up, and there's a discussion about whether or not Tolbert is acting illegally. One officer decides that they should get him, and they again drive down the street to engage Tolbert.
He can't walk down the street carrying a gun. I was talking to them.
Okay.
So you guys better go down there? All right.
Doesn't have a right to protect the community carrying a gun. You're not a vigilante.
Yeah.
That's where verbally, that's where he fucked up.
You're wrong on that, yeah.
So let's get him.
Huh?
Let's get him. Shit.
Joe's cool with that?
Yeah.
He does have body armor on. Can you walk with body armor and... What do we got here with him saying that he wants to be a vigilante and having body armor on?
Sir, stop. I'm Sergeant Henderson with the Cleveland Police Department, sir.
The new officer commands Tolbert to stop, drawing his weapon and ordering him to drop the gun. The situation quickly turns tense, with repeated orders for Tolbert to put the shotgun down while police hold him at gunpoint. Finally, the officers tackle Tolbert and handcuff him while he repeatedly claims he has the right to bear arms and is attempting to patrol his community. Tolbert is finally arrested and placed in the back of the police car while the officers laugh. It was Tolbert, however, who got the last laugh. A Cuyahoga County grand jury later rejected charges on the case, and Tolbert filed a lawsuit claiming that his civil rights were violated. He and his attorney ended up receiving an $85,000 settlement from the city of Cleveland.
Stop. You can't walk down the street with the gun in your hand, sir. I'm sorry. Stop, sir. I'm Sergeant Henderson, Cleveland Police Department. Stop. You can, not within your hand like that, sir. No, sir. Stop. Put the gun down. You can put the gun in the holster. Put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down, sir. Sir, put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down. Put the gun down, sir. Put the gun, sir. Put the gun down, sir. You put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down. You can't put the gun down, sir. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. You can't walk down the street with the gun in your hand. Put the gun down. You can have a holster. Put the gun down, sir.
Yeah, we got a bunker out. Mike's got it right here.
Drop the gun. So what is that?
This is my community. I ain't seen the police. I ain't seen y'all out here. Yes, I can. I have the right to bear arms. Yes, sir.
Not like that, you don't.
Come on, man.
Not like that, you
It was
don't.
just those 2 firearms, the shotgun and the 40.
Not like that, you don't.
Yep.
The holster is fine, and your hand down the street is not.
Yeah, okay.
Not my fault.
Law enforcement officer. What you talking about, black man?
Right.
I hate that bull. Y'all so cowards, man. Coward.
CCW arrest. Whose car is this? Yours.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Happy birthday.
Salt Lake standoff. It's questionable whether or not Tolbert was ever really a threat to the officers involved in his arrest. However, not all encounters with activists are so simple. Tolbert was just one man, but many activists rely on the safety of numbers when protesting. On the 1st of January of 2020, police in Salt Lake City, Utah attempted to apprehend 2 individuals who were camping in the middle of the city. The 2 individuals had outstanding warrants, but activists in the area assumed that they were simply being harassed because they were homeless. Several individuals from the group Take Shelter Coalition confronted the police, stating that the beds in the homeless shelters were all full and that the individuals had nowhere to go.
I'm not smiling.
Remember that you're on fucking stolen.
Like, how do you guys sleep at night?
It's difficult.
Just where literally just flooding someone.
I don't
That's
know.
not polite. You don't know.
Where do you
like,
care? No, I care. I've had quite a few conversations with people that will have conversations with me and try to figure out how to do it.
But why are you down doing this?
What are we doing?
Coming down here and harassing these people. Like, where are they supposed to go? The beds are full. You guys didn't call.
I did.
Apparently.
I did.
So then why did you show up? Because you knew the beds were full.
No, that's not the case. So
I just called. The beds are full.
So currently the beds are spoken for. What they do is they go down there, and you can stay there and take the unclaimed beds. What they'll do is if there are beds that are full, it's like they are full, they will transfer them to a warming station. I understand that that's
station where they have to sit up in a chair all night with lights on and a movie playing.
We've had people die inside their tents because they're having little burners or themes. So yes, part of our duty is to protect life, right? Part of that is to, even though camping is illegal, I've been on shift all day. Do you know how many people I've taken out of here? And my job is to deal with the downtown section on view. I have not removed one person from Library Square today in my 10-hour shift. So today, what we have been doing is contacts with people, make sure they're okay. If we recognize them and we know their names, we by law can run their names for warrants. It was a warrants check which resulted in them having warrants, and that's why they were arrested. We were going to take their stuff and we weren't going to throw it away like the health department does. As a police department, we cannot do that. It went to our evidence, it was going to go to our evidence unit and be booked as safekeeping. Okay? Things escalated to a point where it was more than we were used to.
So what was he arrested for?
I wasn't involved in the arrest. I was standing making sure that sympathizers didn't get pulled into that situation.
Like this is the funny thing is that we're just a group of fucking citizens that care.
There's nothing funny about it.
We don't have any money, but we're coming up with money. We're feeding these people every day. We're handing out sleeping bags and warm coats and shit that you guys come and take.
We don't take it.
We're doing all of this with no funding, no money.
We don't take it. And trust me, there are conversations regarding the removal of sleeping bags, blankets, and coats.
While some protesters and police engaged in healthy dialogue about the problem, things were much more tense on the other side of the park. Police made it very clear they wanted activists to remain on the sidewalk to maintain a certain distance from them, yet half a dozen protesters were refusing to comply.
I just asked a question, go ahead. So here's the thing, right now they are having extra shelters. They're out library square. Cool, guess what? There's no shelter beds available. Hey! What the hell? Yo, why are you fucked out? You can't just grab somebody like that.
Look, we tell them to step back and you don't, okay?
Why can't we step here? Why can't we step here?
You guys are one of the problem, okay?
There are no shelter beds available.
There are plenty.
We just called.
There's always beds available to us.
At the overflow? Really, St. Vinny's?
Yeah.
Yes. Guess what? 58 spots. Okay. There's not always beds available there. We've been there in person. Okay. So, what's your next bullshit line?
Footage from the other officers show them engaging some of the camping individuals in an attempt to determine their identities. This is what would eventually lead to the discovery of the Warrens, wrapping up the already edgy situation. During the discussion over whether or not shelter beds were available, the cops placed one of the women under arrest for an outstanding warrant. Minutes later, they arrest a second person for the same reason. Things get tense again when one of the protesters attempt to provide legal assistance to the individuals being arrested. The cops repeatedly tell the man to step out of the roadway, but he's confrontational and slow to react. At this point, there's dozens of activists and only a few cops.
Why are you arresting her? Hey, why are you arresting her? You can't arrest her for no reason.
She has a warrant.
Really? So you came out here and are just fucking with people more? You came out here to arrest people. You didn't come out here to clean up shit. For a traffic warrant. Why is he being arrested?
Camping.
You want to give us your name so we can help you get out?
Yeah, can you watch her stuff?
Stay back there, right here. What's your name?
Stay back.
Megan Ortiz?
Stay back, please.
I'm providing legal aid. I'm providing legal aid. Megan, hey, Megan Ortiz. You don't have any reason to touch me.
I do. When you're
no,
not
you
leaving.
don't. I am helping that person get legal aid. Do not touch me.
Step out of the roadway. Step out of the roadway. Step out of the roadway. Out of the roadway. Out of the roadway. Step back.
Michael Pemberton? Pemberton. Michael Pemberton. Okay. These people in cages. How is that helping? Freezing outside. So sick. You guys are straight evil.
Officer Gardner, what's your name and badge number?
After several more minutes of heated debate, the man is placed under arrest. The activists continue to taunt the police, who don't react. In fact, the activists are told that they're allowed to film but must stay back.
No, why?
Step back, Kay.
No, he hasn't done anything. No.
I understand you want a voice. You want a voice. You want to share your voice?
Yeah, because when you always had a good voice.
You don't tell us.
Step back.
See, you're shutting our voice down right now. Done here? What do you got to do here? What do you got left to do?
The police claim the third man was arrested for interfering with an investigation and for resisting arrest. At one point, they even threaten the man with the taser before he finally complies and is handcuffed.
You had no cause to ask for her name. Same with him. Getting him on warrants for what? No, we don't. No, this is public space.
I'm giving you a lawful order.
Public space?
I'm giving you a lawful order now.
You need to justify with the law.
Because we're doing an investigation
of
right
what?
now. All right, partner.
This is your choice,
No. Stop. Dude, I'm not doing anything.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
What do you refuse?
Hey man, you're not listening. So
What were you investigating?
illegal,
What were you
illegal camping or
This
warrants,
isn't illegal
okay?
camping. This
And
isn't
then
illegal camping.
we needed some space,
This is
so
not
we asked you to get back and you
illegal
refused.
Camping. This is not illegal camping.
And then you resisted arrest.
You can't camp illegally when there's no shelter.
Look man, this is what you want.
This is what I want.
Yes,
yeah.
this is what you want. This is why you... Okay? Calm and had a conversation with us any day of the week, alright?
Several days later, a total of 17 people would be arrested at an Occupy-style protest over the incident, which was carried out in the same park. Though none of the charges would prove serious, the event left many people wondering who exactly was on the right side of the situation.